got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
When you look at this defense,
they come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
From the 25, here's a second down and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to look deep down the field.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, again, man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A run between the tackles with Breida. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
This 2nd and 4.
They go counter with Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out. And these guys will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
You look at this Cowboy defense,
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing Jones. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Jones dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Waddle, the motion man right.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley
with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Robert Spillane.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
The Panthers take over.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Barkley, inside handoff. Fights through him. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Saquon Barkley, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes to get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. To throw is Wilson. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Hyatt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
14, Cowboys 10. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Panthers at 5-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club is more than capable of turning things around, and I expect him to play really well here.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Shepard goes in motion.
On second down, here's Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wilson.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle with Barkley.
To the 27-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Looking to throw. Jones being chased out left.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gay's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground with Breida.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, At least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ty Chandler, 78 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Jalen Waddle. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. Gay is on for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Cowboys 17.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 124 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, here's Breida. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Matt Breida as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. McPherson now for the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
That ties the game 24-24. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Steps away to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
In motion, left Shepard. Jones now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here comes Grant on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to... Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Colby Parkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive and deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Jones. Flush to his right. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
A handoff to Barkley.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley. A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Jones looking to throw on second down. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here's a give to Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Jones to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's fourth. Waddle, the motion man, right. Now receiver in motion left. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked out by Greg Newsome. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Shepard goes in motion. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 41. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not...
There he goes, left side! And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Waddle the motion man right. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, a decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
Now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know,
and now here is another interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jalen Waddle. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Wilson now to throw on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Wilson will throw again. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Knox. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Wilson wants a different look. To throw on second down. Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And this one is right down Broadway. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28.